and hard work can truly achieve. Let us all give a warm and enthusiastic welcome to our guest speaker, our proud PCSI alumna, a tireless public servant, and a true champion of digital empowerment. Let us lend our ears and our full attention as she shares her inspiring journey with us today. Please welcome the Provincial Head of the Department of Information and Communication Technology in the whole province of Biliran. Let us all welcome Ms. Hazel Crier Dayaning Martinez.
Damong salamat, Ma'am Vanessa. Actually, thank you for the generous introduction. Actually, Ma'am Vanessa is one of my classmates in high school, together with Sir Nino Advincolani, Sir Nino, and also Sir Paul Lindon Urbana. So, yon. Okay pa ba kita? You may sit down. Right. It is truly an honor and a privilege to be with you today, here at the Tanawan Amphitheater, to celebrate a significant milestone in the lives of our dear students, the recognition rise of the Tanawan School of Craftsmanship and Home Industries. To our hardworking school principal, a very good friend, Mr. Othniel Olino, to the teaching force of PSHI, also Sir Alvin Azucena, to our beloved parents and families, to the officials of the local government unit of Tanawan Leyte, headed by my ninang, our Honorable Mayor Gina E. Merelu, represented by Ma'am Jill Ritaga, our PESO Manager of LGU Tanawan, and most especially to our student awardees, guests and visitors. Good morning, maupay nga aga, mayong buntag, buenos dias a todos, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Intro pala ito. Greetings. Sige, before we start, no, let's loosen up. Can I request our dear students to please stand? Stand, anay kita, no? Para ma-stretch. Okay? I know this is a very long day for you. And please say congratulations to your dear batchmates and schoolmates and classmates. Congratulations. And also to our dear parents, no? Ang aton mga sapit na kag-anak, pakisiring congratulations, baga natalwas na kita. Diri pa. Diba? Okay. And also to our dear teachers, no? Pakisiringan iyo mga co-teachers, malapit na. Diri na mahiha. Mahuhuman na gihapon ninyo. Okay, so please sit down. Sige, so to our dear students, no, if you have a cell phone or notebook or ballpen with you, please jot down some important information later on. Magpapa-graded recitation kita. So, diri pa nahuhuman. Hindi nga aton recognition. Okay? Sige. Let me start by asking you two simple but important questions. Question number 1. What is the future you dream of? Impart lang na later na. Second, how will it make a difference for others? Nakuha? Nakuha natin? Oo. Sige, later ha. These are the questions that guided me through my own journey. And I challenge you, dear students, to reflect on them as you step forward into the next chapter of your lives. Standing here today, in the very place where I was a student, fills me with immense pride and nostalgia. I remember the days when I walked the school grounds eager and uncertain of what the future would hold. And now, here I am, addressing you as an alumna of Tanawan School of Craftsmanship and Home Industries, Batch 2004, a member of the very community that shaped the person I am today. 20 years ago. Nasabdanan amon mga edad. To our dear students, today is your day. Today, you stand on the threshold of something greater, with your heads held high and your hearts full of hope. But, as we gather to celebrate your outstanding achievements, I invite you to pause for a moment and reflect. Not only on what you've accomplished, but on what it means to be part of something bigger. Our theme, Henerasyon ng Pagkakaisa, kaagapay sa bagong Pilipinas, speaks not just of unity, but of the power we hold when we come together as one. Ito ay isang tawag upang magsama-sama ang bawat Pilipino. Isang paalala na hindi tayo nag-iisa sa ating paglalakbay. Lahat tayo ay kaagapay sa pagbuo ng bagong Pilipinas. Being here with you today brings back memories of my own journey. A journey that was not always easy, but one that led me to the moment of triumph. Back in high school, I was a performer, determined and full of dreams. I was the kind of student who had high aspirations and believed that anything was possible with hard work. I was surrounded by support, with everyone cheering me on, because they knew how much I wanted to achieve in life. But as life often does, things took an unexpected turn. When I was in third year high school, my parents got separated. And everything I thought I knew about my future came crashing down. The excitement I once had for college was replaced with a deep sense of anxiety. My focus shifted from my studies to the heartache at home. My performance in school began to slip as I struggled to balance the weight of family problems with my academic responsibilities. That was, without a doubt, the most difficult time in my high school years. As if it wasn't hard enough, a new fear crept in. The fear that I might never even make to college because my mother, despite her best efforts, simply couldn't afford it. The thought of my dreams slipping away was almost unbearable. When my father left, it filled me with uncertainty. I doubted whether I could continue my studies or if I'd ever be able to afford a college education. The burden on my mother was enormous. She had to take on both roles of being a father and a mother to us all, while working tirelessly to provide for us. There were moments when I thought my dreams might never come true. But my mother, despite everything, never gave up on us. She became both the mother and father I needed. She insisted that we keep going on, even when everything seemed impossible. Her love and determination gave me the strength to push forward. She reminded me that no matter how much we lacked, we could still continue. It was her unwavering belief in us that became the foundation of my perseverance. My mother had to wash clothes for our neighbors, was selling kikiam and fishball, accepted cash jobs, and even borrowed money just to make sure that my brother and I had food to eat. Ngan pan-adlaw-adlaw nga pamasahe. She supported me in every scholarship tests that I took. Because this is the only way that we could continue chasing our dreams. It was one of the hardest times of our lives, chasing dreams while things are uncertain. There were times nga nauutan kami in kuryente, kay diri kami nakakabayad. We lived through hardships that tested our strength and patience. I remember one night when my mother said to me, "Bisan pobre lang kita, pang-eskwela ka mo maupay. Amo la ito diri maaagaw ha iyo." Those words stayed with me and they became my motivation. There were nights when I cried, overwhelmed by fear of my future. But even in those dark moments, I found strength I didn't know I had. Fast forward, after countless scholarship exams and challenges, I was blessed to be awarded not one, but 3 scholarship grants. In that moment, I made a promise to myself. There is no time to waste. No room for sadness. I have a dream to chase, and this is the opportunity I've been waiting for. With renewed determination, I picked myself up and moved forward. Thanks to those scholarships, I was able to complete my bachelor's degree in information technology at one of the largest universities in Eastern Visayas as a DOST scholar. Not stopping there, I also earned my master's degree in information and communications technology under a DOST scholarship in University of San Carlos, Cebu City. And last 2021, amidst the pandemic, I earned my master's degree in public resource management. Each step was a testament to the power of perseverance and the belief that no matter the obstacles, education can transform our future. What happened to me was not a setback, but a challenge. A challenge that pushed me to work harder, to strive harder for my goals, and to make sure that my brother would also finish his studies. Today, as I look at you all, I see not just students, but the hope and promise of a brighter tomorrow. You are standing on the same grounds where dreams begin. And as you take your first steps into the world, remember that it is not just your future you are shaping. It is the future of your family, the future of your community, and the future of our nation. I give honor to my mother, whose love, sacrifices, and unwavering faith have shaped me into the person I am today. She taught me what it means to work hard, to believe in myself, and to trust in God's plan for my life. I surrendered everything to Him and prayed, "Lord, lead me to a better future. Guide me through this journey, for I cannot walk it alone." As it says, Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. God's plan for each of us is always greater than we can imagine. Even in the hardest of times, He is with us, guiding your steps and lifting us when we fall. Romans 8 verse 28 reminds us, and we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. So, to our dear students, I encourage you to walk in faith. When the road ahead seems uncertain, when challenges arise, remember that you are not alone. You are part of a henerasyon ng pagkakaisa, a generation that will help build the bagong Pilipinas. Together we are stronger. Together we can make a difference. To the parents, guardians, and teachers, and faculty who have supported these graduates, damo nga salamat sa iyo for your unwavering belief in them. You have nurtured the seeds that will now grow into something extraordinary. Now, I would like to request our students once again, let us all stand and do some simple gestures on how to say thank you. Sige, tukdaw anay kita. Good. So I will teach you 4 ways of saying thank you. And first and second, nonchalant ways. Okay? Sige. So first, the sign language thank you. Do you know how to do the sign language na thank you? Okay, I will show you. So, raise your palm. Place your fingertips near your chin and move your hand forward. So that is thank you. So face to your parents, kunahain nila, ang aton mga teachers, ang aton principal, aton guardians, no? Then do the sign language thank you na gesture. Okay, good job. That is number 1. Yes. Second, the heart hands. Oh, maaram ko mahining, okay? From a heart, form a heart with your hands and show it to your parents, to your teachers, to our guardians. No? Thank you. Nonchalant ways of saying thank you. Okay? Pwede niyo buhaton niyan gihapon kahuman. Okay? Third, we'll do a group shout out. Okay? Pwede ka mong cameras tida. Or let's take a video. So, here's my instruction. Let's do this together, okay? Let's count. On the count of 3, say thank you. Ready? Ready? Hip, hip. Good. Sige. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Okay, last. 4th way. The standing ovation. Stand naman kita, no? Sige. So, we will give a big round of applause to the real heroes behind your success. Our parents, our guardians, our teachers, our faculty. Damo nga salamat sa inyong tanan. I know this is just simple, but it means a lot. Okay? So those are 4 ways. Okay, you can sit down. Half pala kita. Okay. So, it shouldn't stop there, ha? Later, pag uli niyo, you can hug your parents, your guardians. You can write simple letters. I know Gen Z, Gen Alpha, medyo, diba? But, siring pa, we cannot turn back that time. We have this moment, no? Let's always give gratitude to our family. Okay, let me continue. Sa mga mag-aaral, ang araw na ito ay hindi lang pagdiriwang ng isang tagumpay sa akademya. Ito ay simula ng inyong paglalakbay bilang mga leader, mga tagapagtaguyod ng pagbabago at mga tagapagtayo ng bagong Pilipinas. Step forward with courage, with passion, and with the knowledge that together we can achieve anything. I stand before you today not just an alumna, but as a testament to the incredible potential this school has nurtured and the transformative power of a good education. I am a living proof that education is a game changer, a force capable of turning dreams into reality. It is the bridge that connects our aspirations with tangible success. Through education, we are empowered to break barriers and build the future we envision. This institution, the Tenawan School of Craftsmanship and Home Industries, together with the dedication and the passion of our beloved teachers, has shaped me not only in skills and knowledge, but in values, craftsmanship, dedication, and the unwavering belief that together we have the power to create a future worth striving for. We are the living proof of what this community stands for. I am grateful to my high school teachers who did not give up on us. I think I have my classmates, high school classmates here, no? I've seen them. Maybe you can relate to this. To my Araling Panlipunan teacher, Ma'am May Joy Albesa Pastores. Hi, Ma'am. Ma'am May Joy. Who was more than just a teacher. She treated us like her own children. She taught us not just lessons from the book, but values that shape who we are today. My English teacher, Imong Socorro Simborio. I know na aton mga students, waray kaabot kan mamano. Pero I'm sure, and aton mga parents, sino mga taga-TSH ay alumni nida. Ma'am Socorro Simborio, nakilala kita? Tumatak ba? Yes, tatak na tatak po. Who taught us from first year to fourth year, showed us the power of tough love in her English lessons, pushing us to do our best while caring deeply for our growth. Nakarelate you, Sir Othniel. My science teacher from first year to fourth year, Ma'am Mapet Bardelas Valdesco, Ma'am. Looking young lagi helping Ma'am, diba? She was not only generous in letting us use her microscope during our biology class, but she also became our second mother, guiding us with care and helping us better understand and appreciate science. Ma'am, thank you. To Sir Eugene Los Baños, sir, who was not only our values teacher, but also my coach in playing badminton. Thank you, sir, for shaping our character and for pushing me to do my best. To Sir Alvin Azucena, sir, kahuna ko, sayaw laniya, nakanta mga yan, yapi, sir, ano? Kahuna ko, and welcome message, amo na Antuan Bugos. Anyway, sir, to Sir Alvin Azucena, who once taught us how to dance the cha-cha-cha and the ballroom dances. Thank you for sharing your passion and skill, making every step a fun and memorable experience. To Ma'am Marisa, Sir Alan, Ma'am Casilda Tixon, to Ma'am Kihana, Ma'am Bayadog, Ma'am Bagyo, to Ma'am Jeneline, to Ma'am Answer Mira, and to all our teachers, I am deeply grateful for your selfless love and dedication, and for inspiring us to persevere and finish our education. Now, to our dear students, let me share with you 3 Power Life lessons. Upon init aton graded recitation niyan, okay? Number 1, ready? Andam na. Sige. Number 1, adversity builds strength and purpose. Ang bawat pagsubok ay hindi hadlang, kundi hakbang patungo sa tagumpay. Do you agree? Yes. We face great challenges. Me, from a broken family to financial hardships. But instead of letting those define me or define us, let us use them as a fuel to keep going. My story shows that adversity, though painful, can strengthen our resolve, deepen our empathy, and lead us to our purpose. Life may knock us down, but with faith, resilience, and the support of those who love us, we can always rise stronger. Number 2, lesson number 2. The power of parents' love and sacrifice. Walang katumbas ang sakripisyo ng isang magulang. Ito ang pundasyon ng aking pangarap, ng ating pangarap. Behind every strong person is often someone who chose to struggle silently so that we could succeed. Honor our parents by becoming the best version of ourselves. Ephesians 6, verse 1 to 3 says, Children, listen, okay? Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Again, Ephesians 6, verse 1 to 3, Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with a promise, so that it may go well with you and that you may enjoy long life on the earth. Try to evaluate yourselves. How do you honor your mother and father? Diri nangangahulugan nga kung ikaw nga anak nakatapos pag-eskwela, mas magaling ka na. Ngan mas may rason ka na para mawarayan respeto haira. Learn how to be grateful to the people who helped you along the way. Lesson number 3. Faith in God lights the way in uncertainty. Kahit madilim ang daan, ang pananalig sa Diyos ang nagsisilbing ilaw. When our future is uncertain, we turn to God and entrust our journey to Him. The surrender became our strength. When we no longer know what the future holds, hold on to the one who holds the future. Trust that His plans are always for our good. Looking back, I realize how close I came to giving up. Kung nagpadara la ako, han pagkabulag, han akon mga kag-anak. Kung umukoy ako pag-studio, kay masirong, ngan tugod nga, waray suga, habalay. Ngan kung ginkaawod ko, an akon nanay, tungudan iya pagpinangutang, para may dala kami para sa eskwelahan. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be standing here today with the chance to inspire you all. It was through hardships that I found the strength to push forward, and those challenges led me to the opportunities I have now. In the most painful and uncertain moments of our lives, we are given a choice. Do you agree? We always have a choice. To be broken by our circumstances, or to rise above them. And I choose to rise, not because it was easy, but because I knew that my future depended on it. Fast forward to today. I stand before you with gratitude and pride. I now play a vital role in the Department of Information and Communications Technology, or DICT. It is the lead agency of the Philippines in bridging the digital divide for all Filipinos in the country. I am now the provincial head of the entire provincial field office of DICT Biliran Province, and I am also handling 6 provinces of the region, namely Leyte, Southern Leyte, Biliran, Samar, Northern Samar, and Eastern Samar, as the lead focal of the ICT Literacy and Competency Development Bureau. I oversee several significant government projects and supervise more or less 50 employees within the department. It is a responsibility that I carry with honor, integrity, and determination, knowing how far I've come. I am truly blessed to be happily married to my high school classmate, someone who shares the same roots and values we both gained from our beloved alma mater, classmate ko Gapiyahan High School. My husband, Honorable Dr. Manny R. Martinez. Diba? Bangan mas damon iyong pakpakaiya kaysa haakon. He is a dedicated 9 fruitful years of public service as a municipal councilor of Tolosa, Leyte. Together, we are raising 2 wonderful children, Lucas and Dalia, who bring endless joy, love, and inspiration into our lives each day. Looking back at everything I've been through, I can say with certainty that I have made progress. From growing up in a broken family to now having a happy and loving family of my own. I can truly say that the road was not easy, but it was worth it. It hasn't always been perfect, but with God's grace, I am living a life I once only dreamed of. As they say, malayo pa, pero malayo na. We may still have a long way to go, but we've already come so far. Once again, congratulations to our parents, to our teachers, to our awardees. I am truly proud of each and every one of you. May you continue to walk forward with pride in your achievements, humility in your hearts, and purpose in every step you take. As I close, nagko-close na kita. Yes. As I close, allow me to share one of my favorite quotes from Nora Ephron. Your education is a dress rehearsal for a life that is yours to lead. So, go out there, lead with courage, live with intention, and never stop learning. Muli, maraming salamat po, and to God be all the highest praise and glory.
Thank you very much. And to award